Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Hey all, how's it going? Hope you're doing fantastic. We're starting a little bit late today. I talk a lot about how I have like no work during the winter usually. For whatever reason, this week out of nowhere, has been crazy. Already, since Sunday, it's just been like nonstop. I work every day until next Tuesday, and they're all long ass days. So I'm doing my best to get some streams out there. I have a couple of videos already in the queue to go live, but like, damn dude, I haven't been able to like work on anything. I got a good chunk of like the difficult parts of the next Rancher Rundown done. So excited to actually have that out on time. But other than that, man, it's been tough and like out of nowhere, and like I'm not in the mentality that like I'm still on vacation mode, but it's like a couple of like big events, and then it's a full day setup for each of the events. So even though like I only have events yesterday, tomorrow, Friday, today was like 7 hours of setup. Thursday is going to be like 12 hours of setup. It's just rough. Check out this time sensitive email. Think you got free time to stream? I know. Again, I'm not. My phone's off right now. Yeah. We're not having it to happen again. But just like my boss is like also on vacation, kind of, but not everything got like squirreled away properly. Like not enough people were booked before he left. I think some shows got sold. Like some of the sales reps sold some events and kind of left him out to dry on it. So, you know, it's just been like scrambling to like cover events for like all these other people who like didn't do their due diligence to like get it set up. I don't know. If I get a call tonight, I won't know. Easy as that. I want to work on new monster tonight, but I've been dealing with some kind of cold and have no energy. That's another thing. The only reason I'm streaming tonight is because I didn't stream last night. But like I'm feeling not super sick, but just like I can feel the beginning of a cold coming on. And I got to be up super early tomorrow, so I was like, maybe I should just go to bed. But we're chilling. We got a short tournament because I thought I had all of my standings updated up until like not including the last round, the last set of matches. That those haven't been implemented yet or entered into the data entry for the form. But I literally did not do it for heavyweight. For the last round of heavyweight we did. So I had to just take a look and see who would be in D rank, because it's updated to before we actually had the ranking delineations, before we took the break. So it's a few weeks back. And, you know, it's fine. But the nice thing about the way this league is structured is I can run small events like this, and it doesn't give anyone an advantage or a disadvantage. It just allows me to play a couple more, to just do a couple more little streams, you know? It's cold season, be reasonable, I'm fine. I'm okay. I've felt worse in stream before without being sick, just from like boxing or whatever. And speaking of, tomorrow, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get home in time from work to go sparring. It's up in the air. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. And if I won't, then we'll just do a stream at 8 p.m. as per usual. And if I am able to get back in time for sparring, I'm sorry, folks, but we got to be doing sparring. I do have a fight coming up. I got to get that shit locked down. We cannot be losing our first fight in 20 years. I don't even know who my opponent is. All I know is weight class I got to aim for, and that's it. When I hear the word banquet, I think of $1 TV dinners. When I hear banquet, I think of block party. and seminal. What is it? Rookie? No, rookie is not the right word. But their first album, one of the greatest of all time. In that space, in that genre. Silent Alarm, 2003 Zone. Okay. Do I have a monster fighting tonight? I don't think I do. And if I don't, it means that I get to use a specific... I don't have to use a specific file. Primus... Nope. I'm not in it tonight. We got 18 monsters tonight. A little bit smaller than usual. But we are... we're going to be having a lot of fun. And then after this is over, we'll probably do... I don't know. We'll do a game or two of Pokemon Auto Chess or something. You know, just slowly doing my transition to what do you call it? Variety streamer. All right. What am I doing? What am I looking for? DXBL. There we go. Okay, so if you're new, you don't know what you're looking at. Most of you probably do, but I'm sure, you know, we get other people every now and then. We are doing some Monster Rancher action. Monster Rancher is a pet simulator game. You raise their stats. They got a lifespan. You got to optimize all their stats and min-max super, super hard before they die. And then, yeah, then you let them fight. What is a Monster Rancher? The miserable pile of tablets. Hey, Kuzunoa, how are you? Long time no see. Hope you've been well. Kuzunoa, one of the OGs of the scene. Haven't seen them play in a little while, but you know, we miss them dearly. Okay, so our first match, I'll explain more as we get into it. I guess I should probably record this just in case. Lil Bugger and Primus. Also, I don't know if all these monsters are uploaded. If a monster is not uploaded, it will not be penalized. It's not a big deal. I didn't warn people. I just said there's a heavyweight tournament. It will not be penalized, and I'll just enter a house monster. I've got plenty of heavyweights, so we can make it happen. Okay, because there's so few fights tonight, let's do predictions for everything. Prediction is live. Hey Stark, how are you doing? Also, yeah, if you're still interested, I haven't I talked to JP about it. He's interested in doing some of it as well. But if you want to try your hand at the shorts, let's talk and see what kind of garbage we can pump out there to just make the world a worse place by just inundating YouTube with Monster Rancher shorts. Are the monsters all PC or does it cross-platform in the Switch version? It's cross-platform. Okay, what do we got? We got 84% on Lil Bugger. Fire up the slot factory? Hell yeah. JP made a bunch of like templates and stuff, but he put a lot of work into it, and I was like already making one at the time, but we'll see. We'll see what we think works best. We can always just like dump a bunch at the same time. You might be a little bit biased here, maybe. FM tourney season's finally over, so I have time. I was, I kept forgetting, and, you know, this is, like, kind of cringe to admit, I suppose. But, I was subbed to Johnny Boy, and I forgot to, cancel my sub, because I wasn't watching, like, 5 months in a row. I kept seeing him being like, that's okay, he deserves it. And then another month would go by and I hadn't watched the stream, and it's like, you know, that's fine. And then that happened like 5 times. So next time I go on this stream, it's gonna be like, you have a 5-month streak, even though I've been unsubscribed for like 2 months now. And then I'll probably resub. Ooh, the triple stabs. Prime is going to take it. Hey, Lazarus, how you doing? It's been a while since I can hold my head up high. What's wrong with Stained? Like, they're like chuds, right? Jamlord and Async up next. Not sure if Beagle and Duckner's curse or Cupid rules. Yeah, it's both. I think Stained went the way of like the 3 Days Grace guys who just like became like ultra MAGA. Okay, prediction is live. You guys watch What Makes This Song Stink? I was rewatching some of the episodes because Affinity knows how to make a good video. He knows how to make something that is just like laser focus is the wrong word, but like no matter what like meandering path he takes you on, like you're like invested the whole time. And I was rewatching the first episode, which is an episode about Superman by 3 Days Grace and like what makes the song stink. And I forgot that the first episode was uploaded in like 360p in the year 2021 or something. Because he only had like a phone, so he didn't realize, like he edited the whole thing on a phone, and he didn't realize how low res it was. 53% on Jamlord. Here we go. Purebred Phoenix? Yes, sir. Power Phoenix is unfortunately a lot better than Intelligence Phoenix. It's a little bit boring, but it does go ham. Pretty even? Ooh, the Grit comeback. Async takes game number 1. Game number 2, here we go. The big suffocation, no breathing. 311 on the beak. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, the double grit. Do we get a double grit comeback? The miss on Rapid Beaks is huge here. Pierce miss. Okay, you got extremely smooshed. It feels weird to name a song Superman and not be called Goldfinger. Is it? It's just the song they say Superman in. Is that actually? I don't remember if that's what it's called. But he does say Superman in the song. It's Kryptonite is the name of the song. Don't the Crash Test Dummies have a song called Superman too? A lot of shitty songs talking about Superman, and then Goldfinger's out there just mogging them all. Ooh, the big beak, he hits it with 12, he's gonna take it. Hey Zeph, how you doing? Alright, October and Tsukiko up next. Fried chicken wins? It does. It's not even the blue October. Pay me today. Pay me tomorrow. What a lot of weird bands from the 2000s, man. Not very good. Oh, no, from Tony Hawk's Pro Shaker? No. Yes, I know it's Superman by Goldfinger, but the Three Doors Down song is called Kryptonite. That's what we were talking about. All right, predictions live. Every crap song about Superman should just be replaced by Goldfinger Superman. I agree as well, yes. CTD have another band, what? What is CTD? Crash Test Emmys have one? So doesn't, oh, you're thinking, yeah, Our Lady Peace has Superman's Dead, yeah. Superman by Goldfinger will always be the Monster Rancher Battle League theme to me? Damn, that's a fucking throwback. quarantine version is pretty good, yeah. 61% on October. Yeah, 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 yeah. Superman's dead. He might have the craziest voice for a band that got big. Like, I don't know what Rain Man is up to these days, but hopefully his voice is still intact. Damn, the big energy shots. I forgot October was in Intmon. The double energy shots miss. Turn claws. Ooh, on the 0, he runs down the clock. Bad music has its places for us to make fun of it. There's also that too. Crash test dummies was that thing Eddie Guerrero had? Yeah. And then I can't even do it. I was gonna turn it into I don't even want to say his name. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Alright, the Kato's gonna take it. Kato's so aggressive? Yeah, he's beating ass. We both veered slightly off the same joke, don't worry. Yeah. I think we're on the same wavelength. We know where it was going. Comboy? It's Combo Boy. Speaking of Combo Breaker, you can go get a hotel room right now and be super excited for Monster Rancher, and then be disappointed because Monster Rancher is not going to be at Combo Breaker this year. Actually, I don't know this. I don't know that for a fact. What I do know is I'm not running it. Someone else can show up and make it happen. Vindicated from Spider-Man 2 is a great song. I forgot that was like for the movie. I met Chris Caraba. I did a session with him with his new band Twin Forks. I say new band like this wasn't like 15 years ago. Super nice guy though. Very handsome, very charismatic. Okay, so Kiko wins that one. Also, my dentist, the dentist I go to, there's a couple of like dentists who run it. I guess they're like business partners, right? Predictions Live, by the way. But I met one of the dentists that is like part owner, but I had never met them before today when I got to have my teeth cleaned. He looks exactly, and I mean exactly, and like not in some like, if I put them side by side, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. He looks exactly like Timothée Chalamet. And it's like, oh, there's a child who owns a business, a fucking dentist practice. This 18-year-old is about to fix my teeth. Okay. 61% on Combo Boy. Ever notice viewer numbers being lower than normal? It's because Twitch changed some dumb thing over in analytics. Oh, I don't stress too hard about it. It's a great way to burn out. I would love to be streaming to like 200 people a night. I think it'd be super fun. But I think the days of like the heyday of Monster Rancher 2 are like kind of over. Like the release is like 5 years out now. Damn, she gets his ass. So I'm not too stressed about it. At least until Monster Rancher 2 DX. Yeah. I've been thinking about it a lot, and like, you know, I got a couple more Rancher rundowns to do, but I don't think I have it in me to make the here's how to unlock everything in like whatever videos, just for the sake of like getting some extra money. It's I don't know, man. It's not, I don't have my heart, or my heart's not in that anymore. My heart is in like making cool stuff now. Bunny Hunted beat, yeah. Foo down. Okay, we got Groovatron and Kimchi. Groove's in the Tron. And hassle everyone you know to get into the tournaments? Don't do that. It's okay if they don't want to. If they're playing the game, cool, man. But you don't have to proselytize to the point of being annoying. We got enough of that. The Melner videos? Yeah, the Melner videos are pretty sick. You got to make one. You got to make one. That one was kind of funny because you made it like a year and a half in advance of when it actually released. Okay, prediction is live. LG edited the doodle VOD. But he edited it like literally like a year and a half before it went live. Because I missed the April Fool's it was supposed to go on, and then it went out the next year. So we're like, who are these guys? That one's pretty good. I get comments on the first one all the time where it's like, this guy didn't talk about Melner at all. No, I made the animated Men in Black one, and I made that on April Fool's Day, like in like 20 minutes, and then uploaded it because I was like, oh fuck, I was too busy with work. I forgot to make something. I could have had a V8. 100% on kimchi. Damn, dude. And so I made it like super quickly, and it shows. It's not good. Sometimes things that are not good are still fun, which is you know, the thesis of the next big video I'm making that's not Monster Rancher related. Basically YouTube poop, yeah. But yeah, the first one where I just talk about like different rumors in the game over and over again. Yeah, I still get people who are like, damn, the curse. Yeah, you're super dead now. I still get people being like, how come he didn't talk about Melner at all? This is so stupid. He just rambled for 20 minutes. And it's like, yeah, man. I made it super obvious. The thing is, some people are genuinely stupid. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to make jokes on the internet sometimes because you have to remember that some people are like, you can lead the horse to water, but the horse is going to like drown itself trying to drink that water, or whatever the proverb says. Jazzy Maiden Sensui up next. I think that's right. The horse drowns itself in the proverb. Question: I can't find Legends Cup and haven't played enough MR4 to know. Jazzy Maiden not uploaded? Just like Aesop said. Yeah, in his hit song No Jumper Cables, right? That one was pretty good. Namely the Patamon encounter. Oh, what are we talking about? Okay, so I don't know who made Jazzy Maid. We're going to avoid it for now. We're just going to avoid it, and then I can always add my own guy. Dadbot and Punchy Pink up next. Stream still says Ethermancer? Doesn't for me. Yeah. Took me days just to understand the joke Metal Nerd video. Okay, so it's just me. Sorry, no, what were you asking? What does the type really do? Like Beast Artificial? It has to do with compatibility for combination and like the likelihood that they'll be friends on the ranch. It also has to do with when you're getting disc chips, you can get disc chips for one of the certain types, and then it'll roll from that pool of monsters. So if you get like an artificial like disc stone, you can't get like a mochi off of it, for example, because mochi's not an artificial. But yeah, it has to do with compatibility for combining and stuff like that. Okay. Where are we at? Punchy pink. My hope here is that there's one other monster that is not what do you call it? That is not in the list. And so we only have 16 instead of 18, and then I can just, you know, remove them entirely. Okay, let's start a prediction. Predictions live, what do you guys like? Fanciful and sprite are weird, they should be the same. It could just be a translation issue. Wouldn't be the first time. Lord knows it wouldn't be the first time. Let me get what I want. Or whatever. What he wants now is like a cheeseburger and less brown people. 50-50 on Dadbot and Punchy Pink. They're going big. Always time to play a fun game on the side while listening in? Hell yeah. I think fanciful for stuff like Ground Roller. I don't know. I haven't played Monster Rancher nearly enough. Alright, Punchy Pink takes game number 1. Hey Zaf, how are you doing? We got Moo. We got the big Moo. Got the big tail. 399 on that whip. The double back blow miss. Hits the back blow the third time. Huge damage there. Another tail whip though. Gotta finish him off. That guts lead. Helping him out. We're going to game 3. Big glide charge miss. Punchy Pink with a huge guts lead. Back blow and Kung Fu Fist. He's done. Tail whip. 400 damage on the basic. Holy moly. The jiggling on Punchy Pink is crazy. I mean, it's Tecmo, baby. They made DOA. They knew about their jiggle physics. Arguably, nobody's done it better than Tecmo. Okay, 2-1 for Dadbod. Sir Static and Shidoer. Dadbod was schmoving, just dodging everything. Okay, Shidoer is not on here either. I gotta check. Do we have Shiluxo? Okay, we do have Shiluxo. And do we have Serpio? Okay, we do have Serpio. Okay, so what I can do here is I need to rename Jazzy Maid and Shidoer. Remove one and Shidoer. P1, P2. So I'm going to name them P1 and P2. And what we get here is, because neither of them are actually in the bracket, I don't want to have to restart this because it'll redo everything. Sensui and Sir Static will now fight. On a Tuesday, I couldn't stream yesterday. My OBS kept crashing. I had to reinstall everything and set some stuff up. You gonna jiggle physics on Dadbod? Did the points pay out? Not yet. Relax. There you go. Okay, so we got Sensui. Okay. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Okay. Is it up to date? Heavyweight's not. None of it actually is, but heavyweight is especially not, which is why tonight is so light. I need help with the data entry. I had Shells helping me, but Shells got super busy with, like, you know, paying rent and shit, having a job. So it's been tough, and I haven't had a lot of time to do it myself. Kuznoa, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. 86% on Sir Static. The T-bolts, big miss. Rush slash, a little bit of damage there. And another one. Yeah, Sir Static's a Durahan. Game number 2. The big rush slash miss at 71. A lot of slaps. T-bolt, huge damage. Beat his ass. T-bolt, real strong. 50% chance to hit is spooky. Okay, so now I can set this up. Then okay. Shluxo and Serpio up next. Just jumping in what I missed. We're almost done the first round. It's a short tournament tonight. And because it's smaller, there's 18 entrants, we are doing betting. I realized I didn't have my standings updated for this rank, for this class, I should say, or both, I suppose. So because of that, I could only take monsters that I knew for a fact were like rank D. Like they had lost, they had at least two losing records, which is what you needed to hit rank D. I want to say I discovered your channel a few months ago through a greatest algorithm, and now you're a must-watch for my boyfriend and I. Hey, awesome! Following on Blue Sky, thank you. You'll see me get mad occasionally about politics. And repost a lot of video game stuff that is more clever than things I could come up with. Okay. Sir Static won that. Okay. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? And then here I am, just finishing my Durahan, doing everything I can, pretending I'm a rancher man. Valerie's gonna get mad. It's soul crushing, man. It's tough. It's very hard to not get doomerist about it. And like, I don't know. It's the most clever moves I've ever seen. I think John Travolta's got me beat. 86% on Serpio. I haven't done a lot of like boots on the ground protesting, and I guess it makes me a bit of a poser in certain ways, but and this is gonna sound like kind of obnoxious, I think, but I literally don't think I have the capacity to stay calm in a protest environment like that. Like, I already don't like police. Like, I've had so many weird run-ins with police where they're just like extremely shitty for no reason. Not a fan, and I don't know if I could like just chill, you know? Like, I don't know if I could like just go with the flow. And so I feel like it's probably a bit of like, what's the word? Preservation to just stay home and like donate to things. Neck on neck? That's a different type of stream, brother. I've already narrowly avoided jail time at protests. Yeah, I would be concerned. I am concerned. And like, despite the boxing and despite all this, I'm not a like particularly violent person, right? You would think like, oh, he's in boxing, he loves to get in fights and stuff. Not really. Getting in fights is terrible. It's so mentally and like physically draining. It feels like, I don't know. It feels like a bout of like acute depression when you're like done a fight. If, you know, it wasn't like a sanctioned thing that you knew you were gonna get into, just because like the adrenaline crash is so bad and all of that. It's not a lot of fun. And there's always the fear of like, what if somebody gets like super hurt? Like, not even just you. Like, you can be afraid for your own well-being, but like, what if you accidentally hurt someone really bad? Like, I don't want to do that. Even if they deserve it, I don't want to hurt someone. Not like that, you know? Boxing is way different than just brawling, and literally, like, like I said, like, I've been in fights as an adult, and it's always in self-defense. Like, I was mugged once, and I fought back, and a guy hit me with his car once, and I kicked the grill of his car, so he got out and started trying to fight me. Prediction is live, but it's just like, after each of those, even though, you know, I have no reason to be like guilty or like feel shame about it, or like, I was just doing what I needed to do, it eats at you. It sucks. It's not fun. So that's when I see like people who are able to just be violent without remorse. It's so like, they're not human. Like, they're not real people. I don't know, man. It's tough. I'm confrontational. I'm not afraid to get into an argument, yeah. Used to be indie wrestling. A guy anger fights out early. It's like, it's not worth it. Won't be intimidated by some tweaker, but I'm not going to go fight people. Yeah, exactly. I feel you. Broke someone's neck in a sanctioned fight by accident and it just still screws with me. Dude, I gave one of my sparring partners a black eye, and it was their fault, and I still feel bad about it. Like, it's tough. And last time I sparred with them, it was like, I was making a lot of mistakes because I was just really afraid to hurt them again. %on async. Which ironically is how they view people they hurt. They're not real. I think that's the only way you can do it, right? You need to like lose a bit of your humanity to be able to do that. And by, you need to lose most of your humanity for that. Humanity. It's good I could break up the super dark discussion by talking like a moron, not being able to say words properly. Humanity. Experience points. Ooh, the gas. Ooh, we get a beak. Nice, this beak. Heavy smash, 24%. It wasn't enough. That's crazy. How is that not enough? That move has 64s. Oh my god. 2 in a row. Oh boy, you're so dead, man. I meowed it. Certainly. Holy moly. Got your nose broken last time you got in a fight? Brother kicked me in the face. I'm pretty sure I broke my nose. I have a lot of like injuries that are like I just didn't go to the hospital for it, so I can kind of assume it may have happened. Like, I'm pretty sure I've had a concussion, but I've never been tested for it, and they don't like adversely affect me. So I don't know if it's something that has actually happened or not. But it's you know, things like that. And like I'm pretty sure I broke my nose, but like because I was able to like push it back into place. But like I'm not a doctor. I don't know if that's what constitutes a broken nose. I assume that's what constitutes a broken nose, but yeah, so Async beats Combo Boy. Dadbot and Suki go up next. Never needed a cast for a break ever. Always been my nose, sternum, bottom left rib. Damn. I'm pretty sure I broke one of my ribs a couple of years ago. I went to the beach with some friends and we were playing football. And I dove and I landed super hard because I thought the water was deeper than it was. It was only like this deep, so I just dove onto like hard packed sand. Water did not break my fall enough. And it hurt to breathe for like 3 weeks. So I'm pretty sure I broke my rib. But haven't felt any pain in it since. We'll see if I feel some pain in it if it re-breaks or whatever. Realistically, it should be stronger than it was before, though. That's how breaks work. 100% on Tsukiko. Damn. I heal now. Thanks for... Or gotta go now. Thanks for the fun time. No problem. Thank you. Mine healed slightly crooked. My nose is a little bit crooked. I don't know about my ribs. Broke my leg in 5 places in 2019. They kept bringing interns in to gawk at it. That's crazy. Damn. Turn claws. He's not dead, though. He's got real. Misses this. He's in trouble now. Okay, he's going to tank the first one. But now real has worn off, so he takes double damage. What do we got? Tail attack. You're 777. Yep. Game number 3. Here we go. Glide charge. Good crit. Puts him in the yellow. No anger from Tsukiko. Tail attack. We'll finish it now. Dadbot basically one hit away. Bite. Bite did it. Dadbot gonna take it. Two one. Sir, static and crib this. Never broke anything, only dislocated a shoulder when I was like 9. Damn, I've never dislocated a shoulder. That sounds painful, though. Prediction is live. I've told this story before, but I had my second year playing rugby, and I was one of the better players on the team. And so coach had me playing with some of the new recruits, as it were. And we were doing this drill where someone has the ball, just practice tackling. I have the ball, I'm standing still. I can't move, I can't put any like momentum or force into the person who's going to like take 4 steps and tackle me. And it's just practicing like wrap your arms around them and fall without hurting yourself, basically, right? And we had a situation where someone took those 4 steps and they just barreled into my shoulder and completely shattered their collarbone. So, just a movable object, I suppose. I don't know. I felt really bad for the kid. It was his first day. He literally hadn't signed the waiver yet. So, they made him sign the waiver real quick. and then sent him to the hospital. These top 18 mons? No, they're just 18 mons that were uploaded. I think your guy fought last week. Vivid. Piss baby. You have any place to find your tourney rules? Exclamation mark Discord will be the... Or, exclamation mark DXBL will bring you to the form. You can still sign up. This is rank D. I have rank B in the title because I'm stupid. Let me fix it. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, what do we got? %80 on Charybdis. Here we go. No problem. And yeah, if you join the Discord, if you're on, sorry, I forgot you were, you're on YouTube. YouTube doesn't have the commands. Yeah, I can add that though. Here, let me do this. There you go. My bad. Yeah, I gotta get commands set up on YouTube. I assume you can. I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't. I just haven't looked into it. The streaming to YouTube thing is like, I've only been doing it. I keep saying like I haven't been streaming to YouTube very long. It's been like 2 years. Shows what I know about streaming though. Oh, you just jumped over? Okay. It's DXBL. Here. The DX Battle League. Okay, game number 2. Here we go. The big lightning miss. Water gun, 99%. That does so much withering, man. Cold fog, a little bit of damage. Sure, static doesn't really care about the cold fog. Teach me how to stream. But only if you teach me how to Dougie. Hashtag millennial. We got another ice arrow. Sure, static. Couldn't do it. Alright, Charybdis takes it 2-0. Primus and Kimchi up next. Does Primus have any songs about kimchi? Seems like a thing they would do. Too controversial for them? Okay, fair. Okay, prediction is live. Who you guys like? Yeah, both Freya's mons are in this. They're both doing good, too. Haven't lost yet. 3 for 3 on the fights. Okay, 95% on Primus. Oh wait, I can do that for real now. I don't know if it'll pick it up. It won't. It should though. Is my noise gate is that aggressive? Yeah, my Primus took it. Yeah, it's just a really aggressive noise gate. I'm not going to be able to finger tap. You won't hear it. Nice bass. Thank you. He's pretty cool. I bought a 5-string on a whim like 2 years ago because I thought, why not? And the more I play it, the more I'm like, I don't think I like 5 strings. I think I want to go back to 4. Hey, Starman. I think my problem with 5 and like the way they sound is just that there is so much more you have to do in terms of muting. When normally you don't have to like mute that hard. It's not that hard. Like you're just playing 4 strings. But the 5th one, it like everything like reverberates off of it, and I don't know. Is that a duck golem? It's a duck beacon. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Alright. So Prime is gonna take that one quickly 2-0. Not a very big payout. Serpio and Lil Bugger up next. Monster Rancher 4 has Duck Golem, yeah. He looks... does it? No, it does have Ducklon again. Gadgeter G kind of looks like a duck or a duck and sub, but it's not actually a duck. Okay, prediction is live. There's also a Raiden duckin'. Called Wicker Man. Yeah, Monster Rancher Advance 1 has a combination of every breed, which is why there's like 400 combinations, even though there's only like 20 mixed breeds, or like 20 breeds in the game. 55-45. Alright, Serpio with the lion's share there. You play a mobile Monster Rancher game, Japanese one? I haven't in like 3 years? 2 years? I don't know, how long's it been out? I feel like it's been out for 2 years. I played it a couple of months when it first came out, and then I was like, I'm not really into this. It was kind of making me mad. There's like, it's way too RNG heavy. Like, Monster Rancher is already RNG heavy, and when you throw like a gacha element into it, it just... It wasn't good for my brain. I didn't spend any money on it, but it was making me mad. Little Bugger, gonna take it. It's got a lot going. It keeps going. It keeps adding stuff. They're gonna put Zon in it next, before they even finish off the Monster Rancher 2 monsters. That's kind of cool. Alright, the hair takes it. Jamlord and Sensui. What kind of hair is it? It is a hair worm. Everyone does horse girl game now. Is that? I think it's in this community. I think it's just you. I think most people are from Monster Rancher are still playing Monster Farm line, but Nog's very strong. Awesome to see hair fight. The hair's really strong too. Nog is like broken. Why don't they just translate and get it over with? Because like 9 people will buy it, and they'll lose a ton of money. And I'm pretty sure the game's already not very profitable, so it's just unfortunate. I'm with you. Prediction is live. It would be great if they did it, but I can think of a lot of reasons why they wouldn't bother. Is using the Royal everyone? Classic. It's so funny when someone's like, oh, this is still popular? I didn't even know anyone still liked that. When it's like, your circle has not paid attention to it. Yeah, it seems like it's doing cool stuff. I hope it's not like getting close to end of life. I don't want to be doomer about it. 40 or 4.8K. The collabs are just so stupid, man. Like, they're just awful. The Dual Monsters one, or Dual Masters, sorry, was an interesting one. I'll give them that. But, like, we don't need fucking Attack on Titan. Whatever that new one where, like, the dude's, like, a huge loser, but gets isekai'd into his end of service, or end of life, like, live service RPG game where he's, like, the strongest guy in the universe and has, like, a harem of like characters who like want to sleep with him constantly. I forget what the name of that. Overlord, yeah. You're like the robot dog mascot from Japanese bank. So SoftBank isn't actually a bank. But yeah, that one's sick. That one was fine. The show was not fine. The show is extremely stupid. And they just put a guy in and like, this is a Joker. They're dumb. Let's put Shaman King in. What monster will it be? It's just the kid. We're just gonna put the kid in the game. He's a monster you can raise. Just described 80% of all anime made in the last 12 years. Well, if it all sucks, it all sucks. It's not, I'm not being exclusionary. Alright, I've lost track. I'm over here getting heated by the weeb talk. The Durahan stuff, that's just the guy from Shaman King is so fucked up. It's the Durahan? I guess that makes sense, but... Alright, Jamlord wins it. And then there's that... What's the show? It's like that time I turned myself into a slime or whatever. And then they made it a Gaboo. Which makes sense because it's the slime is more Gaboo shaped, but... Like, gel's already in the game, man. Where's the Hamtaro collab? That would actually be sick. You know there'd be an Yggdrasil one. We'd ride in the My Ham. Collabs are how they keep it profitable? I don't know if it is profitable. Like, obviously, they're doing it for commerce, right? It's not a artistic decision to do that. It's not like, we think this will be cool. It's, we think people will buy this. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that, right? You know, I'm not stupid. I'm not a child. I'm aware that art and commerce are intertwined and there's nothing you can do about it. And, you know, one is a necessary evil for the other to propagate and exist. But doesn't mean I have to like it. Prediction is live. Hamster Rider would go pretty hard. There already is a Hamster Rider from fucking Overlord. But there would be a cool Hamster Rider. Hamster Rider derogatory versus Hamster Rider appreciative. That time I was reincarnated as a slime, that's your favorite anime? More than Ippo? More than Megalobox? I'm just gonna name the boxing animes. Oh, man. Okay. 54 on Punchy Pink. Ippo's so good. Ippo is great. As far as, like, you know, a basic shonen anime goes. More than that one where they're all trapped on the top of buildings. And there's, like, evil zombies with, like, masks trying to kill them. The anime that I always forget the name of, but it's like literally like unironically, no hyperbole, the worst show I've ever seen in my life. Punchy Pink gonna take it. What's the name of that show? You guys know. Energy shots, big damage. Kung Fu Blow. Oh, huge crit. The poison gas gonna miss. Hits the second time, big crit. He's got power, he doesn't need it. Kung Fu Blow. What do we got from October? Another energy shots misses though at 37. Thwack on a crit might kill. Ooh, just crits, just nothing but crits. That's crazy. Blanked out when I was describing it. They're like all stuck on like rooftops. And there's like these like zombies with masks trying to kill them. No, not Zombie 100. I literally always forget the name, and when I hear it, I go, thank you. That's what it's called. I will remember for next time, and then I never remember. Alright. Punchy Pink gonna take that one. October, pretty close. And Groovatron and Shalluxo are last. Underrated anime only Canadians love, Inuyasha. I never watched it growing up. I didn't have access to a lot of that stuff. Anime I watched when it was like first airing as a kid. At least as it was first airing in the West. Sailor Moon, Card Captors, Pokemon, Digimon, Monster Rancher, Dragon Ball Z when it like got its first actual release in the West, which was like 97 or whatever. High Rise Invasion, yes, that's it. That show, it's literally the worst fucking show I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe how bad it was. I only saw 2 episodes, and I was like, I have no hope that it will get better, and if it does, it will not undo the damage done by the first 2 episodes. Prediction is live. Canada got all of MR? It did, yeah. Go. You should watch High Rise Invasion. Just to see how it stacks up. From the age where anime fan meant I watched Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z because that's what was on TV. Yeah. Okay, 76% on Shiluxo. What's High Rise? High Rise Invasion has a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. This shit doesn't... You people will watch anything. If the rest of the season isn't 10 out of 10, there's no way it averages out. Because 2 episodes at minus 50 and then out of 10, and then like 12 episodes at 10 out of 10. I don't know, man. Bionics? I never actually watched Bionics. And the reason I didn't watch it is because, you know, I'm not that age. I was more of a sit there and watch and wait for Teletoon to go live for the first time, watching the countdown. Anyway, that was 2 kills. I remember when Teletoon launched, it was so hype. As like a 5-year-old or 6-year-old or whatever. I've been owned. I think Bionics started up when I was in high school. So like I wasn't really watching YTV at that time. Okay, Groove of Tron with the 2-0. Grooves in the Tron. Okay, Dadbot and Async. They're called a Zoomer? No. I'm like right in the middle of the millennials. Dad Bob? Why are they called dad bods and not father figures? Ha ha ha. You have gray hair when you were as young as 7. Spoilers, that was me. Damn, you had gray hair when you were 7? That's kind of sick. I'm starting to get gray hair. I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. The worst show I've ever seen someone recently was Demon Slayer. Watched it with a friend when I was studying abroad in Japan and just had to tap out. People love that show, don't they? Again, I don't know, man. People are watching, like, adult Coco Melon shit. Prediction is live. Like, I've said it before, and it's so judgmental and it's so mean, but, like, finding out, like, friends of mine, like, watched, like, they would put on Mr. Beast in the background while they were, like, doing chores and shit as, like, 35-year-olds. Like, instantly, just, like, on a visceral, like, primal level, I lost respect for them. And I still like them. They're great people, but I just had, like, a, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, reaction in the back of my brain that was completely involuntary. Okay, everybody liking Dadbot, 99-1. Neither of these monsters have lost yet. Don't know how it's popular. It's some of the worst genre I've ever seen. Oh my god. Demon Slayer is so funny. There's one scene where the MC got hurt really bad, and he was like, "Thank God I'm the firstborn son. That's the only reason I'm okay." And he broke his ribs. What does that mean? OG Teen Titans was peak. Unfortunately, it was Teen Titans Go that was on when I was young. Teen Titans Go is the better show. I'm gonna be crucified for this, but instead of having like the world's worst attempt at Western anime, we get a kid show that is like, you know, smart and like decently put together. In like a Dexter's Lab type vibe. Move versus Phoenix, yeah. Ooh, tail attack. Here's the thing, I don't like either of them in the sense of like I'm not gonna sit down and watch either because they're made for children and they play like they're made for children, and there's not much value there for me. Teen Titans Go has barely discussed fetish content or really funny skits. Have you seen the original Teen Titans? Because it's not it's not much different. All right, Dadbot's gonna take it. You can like it. It's fine. I'm not here to argue. But just Teen Titans struck me as like this is kind of boring and not a lot is happening. And even though I like the characters in it more, I think Young Justice is probably a better version of the same show. And then Teen Titans Go is like, okay, this is like a goofy kids show that, you know, a bunch of dudes who are way too old to be angry at it. I hate that it's all over Cartoon Network when they should be, you know, looking for a job or something at 2 in the afternoon. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Freya has not lost a match yet. She is 3-0 with Dadbod and 2-0 with Primus. Charybdis hasn't lost yet either. Charybdis trying to play spoiler to go Freya's 6-0 sweep. The new Go one is too neat to fully enjoy. That's what I'm saying, man. They're both children's shows. Being like, this one's more adults when the target audience is literally 11-year-olds is, I don't know, man. You may be correct, but it's by such small degrees that it's, I don't know how much the opinion matters one way or another. I'm gonna be crucified for that. Well, I think Teen Titans Go is awful. I've seen some clips and sometimes it's very funny just out of nowhere. Yeah, it's because you haven't actually watched the show. You've seen the clips and you've been mad at it because you think it's kind of stupid. But most of the episodes I've seen at least have 1 or 2 like solid jokes. Job applications are scary. They are. You can sneak good content and jokes for kid shows, right? And Teen Titans Go does a lot better than Teen Titans. That's what I'm saying. 55% on Primus. Here we go. Tamagotchi games are only profitable for indie devs. Mammon King sold good enough. We can only hope spiritual successor by someone who's going to put a lot of effort in. Yeah. Who could that be? Maybe. Maybe someone will heed the call. We're also not the target audience for the show. Yeah, 100%. We've seen the show. We used to have it on in the break room at work. That's really funny. Oh, that's I can't think of like a funnier response than that. That would tilt me too if it was on the break room at work. 100%. I would definitely have like a negative reaction to it. Not so much hating Teen Titans Go in itself, but rather Teen Titans gets canceled and then we get Go. Both kid shows and shitification is clearly visible. But it's not in shitification if the show it got replaced with is better, is what I'm saying. It's just not for me. No, because you're an adult. It's not for you. I'm not going to sit down and watch it either. But here's the thing. Guarantee we will never be able to prove this. You cannot prove me wrong. But I guarantee if Teen Titans Go came out first when you were younger and then Teen Titans replaced it, you would say the same thing. It doesn't make sense because, you know, one is obviously a spinoff of the other. But just imagine. Prove me wrong. That'd be a Lunatics Unleashed situation. I've never even seen it. I know what it is, but people would be bitching Teen Titans were too serious. Exactly. And it's because the thing you grew up with when you were 10 years old got replaced by something for a younger audience. And you're like, well, this is stupid now. This is worse. It's for babies. The show you liked was for babies too, man. It's all for babies. Anyway, we're going to game 3, I'm pretty sure. But the Lunatics thing was like the edgy reboot of Looney Tunes, right? Holy shit. Primus, Freya with the God Knight. 6-0 on the night. Holy moly. Well, congratulations, Freya. Very, very strong night for you. Sensui and Combo Boy up next. Beast Boy actor got cut recently for vehemently defending anti-vaxxing on social media and telling parents not to do it to their kids. That's so funny. What a freak, man. The only reason you have a job is because vaccines work. What's gonna happen to your audience if they stop getting vaccine? Or vaccinated is the word, I suppose. Yeah, prediction is live. I can still go back now and watch some of the cartoons I watched as a kid and enjoy them. Because you watched them as a kid. That's what I'm saying, man. Teen Titans Go came out when you were 16 or 17 years old. It's not gonna hit the same. It's the same reason I can't play Gen 4 Pokemon. Because it came out at a time where I was like, it's viscerally, unimaginably uncool to like Pokemon. And even though, you know, I'm over that, it's still like stuck in my brain. I have this aversion to it. Not only Beast Boy was the head empty idiot, not the actor. Well, I mean, play what you know. 70% on Combo Boy. I didn't give a care. I don't believe the early seasons of SpongeBob would still be cool. That's a perfect example. I have no attachment to SpongeBob at all. I didn't have cable when SpongeBob was on TV. The only time I ever watched it is when I went to my friend's house and his little brother was watching it. And I was like, yeah, this is okay. But it's like, it's a cartoon I'm not really into. I think, I don't know. So what year did SpongeBob start? Like 2001? $19.99. So like I was target age for it, but I just didn't watch it much because it wasn't on TV for me. You played Gen 4 in college, and is Gen 3 those Pokemon is for babies era for my growing up? Yeah, Gen 3 came out when I was in grade 8. Gen 4 came out when I was 16, and I was just like, nope, not into this. The hard straight? Alright, we're going to game number 3. And then Gen 5 came out my second year of college? Yeah, my second year of college. As I work quote SpongeBob all day long, I don't get it. Yeah, that would be me in The Simpsons. It's just an age gap. Starting to get bored with Pokemon around Gen 4 as well, but then I gave Gen 5 a chance when it came out and ended up loving it and falling back into it. I don't really like the Gen 5 games either. I think like they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I really like Gen 5 comp though. And then Gen 6 was the first game I like really got back into because I had a 3DS. And I was woefully underemployed at the time, so I had plenty of free time to like play a ton of competitive. And Gen 6, for as much hand-holding and like as easy as it is and like all the other complaints people have, there's too many rivals, everybody's stopping you. The one town that's just like a path with like one house in it, it felt like Pokemon. It felt like I got what I needed out of it. And the gym leader theme fucking slaps. And the post-game content, arguably the best narrative of anything that exists in Pokemon. It was nice to like be part of a little adventure that wasn't like, the world's gonna end, you're 10 years old, you have to solve the problem. It's like, you have to help this guy stop his business from failing. His detective agency is going under and he can't pay for dinner tonight. It's like, it's so subdued and it's so human, and it's like, I understand why they can't do this all the time, but it was just nice to have a break from... It felt like a return to form for a franchise where in the first iteration and the second iteration, you're just up against some like mobsters. And then it's world-ending threats from that point on. It being the same game as Team Flare is just very funny. Yeah, Pokemon Hitler is trying to just like Neon Genesis Evangelion the entire world. And then you're like, fuck you. And then let's go do some side quests to help this guy pay rent. Okay. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Gen 5 had the most support off the games. Linking to the website where you can play minigames to catch Mons and Dream Balls. Right. I loved Halucha. I don't know how Lucha Libre is doing in France though. Yeah. I really like a lot of the mons they introduced in 6. Halucha's sick. A lot of the mega like designs are really, really cool. I love Morlul. Morlul is one of my favorite Pokemon. Shiinotic not so much. He's too fucking freaky looking, but Morlul is so adorable. The Goodra line is like, I liked it a lot more, and the more I see it, the less I like it. But there's a lot of cool stuff there. The Aegislash line is great. Mega Bayonet especially is just, I love Mega Bayonet. Not really a fan of the Mega designs. They look really goofy to me. That's the whole point though, right? Is that they're over-designed on purpose. The monster has taken way too much Anavar, and that's just what they look like now. Okay, 85% on October. Why Mega Starmie finally good? I love the Mega Starmie design. It's easily one of my favorites. Gen 5 is some of my favorite box art legendaries. Gen 5, I felt this way starting in Gen 4, but Gen 5, I think, as far as legendaries go, are like the most over-designed legendaries in the game. There's just way too much going on. The Gen 4 legendaries stopped looking like animals. I guess Gen 3 kind of did that too. Gen 3 was like on the cusp of like, these don't really look like animals anymore. They don't look like things that could exist in nature or just like in a world organically. And then Gen 4 was especially like, this is just Digimon now. It was like the vibe I was getting from it. And then Gen 5 legendaries are like, all right, what are we doing, folks? Then Gen 6, a little bit more laid back. The new Mega designs, I think they're pretty sick. Legendaries don't seem very legendary anymore when every game has 10. And that's also, again, why I'm saying I like how like quiet and compact the post-game of 6 is, because everything is just like, it's so much noise, right? There's so much going on. Alright, Shalexo's gonna take it. if you can call it a problem. It's just choice in design, right? If you like it, that's cool. If you don't like it, that's cool. No probalo. Lil Bugger and Jamlord. If you like it, it isn't cool. Damn. Kyurem Black and Kyurem White have so many crazy baubles on them. Yeah, Black, White, and 2 are very funny for that. Okay, prediction is live. Sneasel was my favorite until they fucked up its design in every single time they touched it again forever. Do you mean you just like the Gen 2 sprite? And then they like all the changes? Because the Gen 2 Sneasel sprite is great. I was having this discussion on YouTube with someone commenting on the video, because we've talked about Gen 2 and how I love the vibe of Gen 2 so much, and how most of the complaints about it I don't feel are like really legitimate complaints. They're like they honestly, not to sound mean, they strike me as like kind of stupid, talking about like difficulty and how come you have to wait until post game to unlock some stuff when it's like, what did you want there to be nothing to unlock once you got the Kanto? Did you want everything to be unlocked in the first 50% of the game and then have nothing new for the second half? Like, people complaining about the day-night cycle as if it's a bad thing when it was like super, super cool when it first came out. And, you know, now that you're a 35-year-old with a job, you don't have time to schedule your life around waking up at 6 a.m. to go catch, you know, dawn Pokemon. Like, what a dumb thing to be mad about. And also, I think the sprite art in Gen 2 clears everything else in the game as far as vibes go. By game, I mean franchise. Even the remake, Gen 4, the vibe, like I said, I'm obviously biased against it, and I've never been able to, like, detach my brain from that, but Gen 4 has rancid vibes. It doesn't strike me as, like, quaint or interesting at all. Where, like, the colors and the atmosphere in 2 is, like, really impressive, especially considering, you know, the limitations they're working with. The fact every little light comes on when it's nighttime, stuff like that, I don't know, man. They nailed it. The fact they took a game that was, like, already loved, like, universally, but had a lot of flaws, and just were like, let's just get rid of the flaws. And then, I don't know. If you lived through the hype of Gen 2, you would understand. Yes. The thing that, like, always kills me is when people say, like, oh, the gym leaders don't use a lot of new Pokemon, and, like, you didn't have access to a bunch of new Pokemon early on, and it's like, literally nobody cared. And it's not that whether or not people care, it makes it, like, good or bad, but the idea is that you were, like, approaching this with a mindset of, like, how do I make a good Pokemon game in 2025? Do I only have Gen 1 Pokemon for the first little bit? No, that'd be fucking stupid. But in Gen 2, when Pokemon was not like this annual, like, installment type of franchise, it was just like, there's Pokemon, there's a new Pokemon game. It's the new Pokemon game. They made a second one. That's so cool. You're not, like, burnt out. You still want to get Sandshrew. You still want to get the little guys from Game 1 that you really liked. Maybe I don't know, maybe you didn't use Tauros in Gen 1 because you were 8 years old and you didn't realize it was broken. So you're using Tauros in Gen 2 because you're like, Bull's pretty cool. I don't know, man. People don't, I don't know. You have to consider the zeitgeist of a game when you're talking about its strengths and its weaknesses. And to pretend that, well, it doesn't hold up because our sensibilities have changed is like an actual argument and not just my taste. Like, I explicitly don't like this, because it doesn't conform to like my specific tastes. It's almost as if I'm making a video about this. It's almost as if I'm making a video about there's a difference between a bad game and a game you don't like. There's a difference between a good game and a game you do like. You can like a bad game. You can hate a great game. One is based on competence and, you know, trying to do what it sets out to do, and the other is your own sensibilities. They're not always congruent. Gen 2, you need Miltank? I think Tauros... Well, yeah, Milk Drink's pretty fucking good. Bulky normal types in Gen 2 are heinous. Not supposed to like everything, but having the maturity to walk away instead of feeling like a franchise owes you something is important. I think... we're fucking treading well-worn ground at this point. But I think saying it's not for me is like, okay, that's fine. I also think it's kind of spiritually bankrupt. You need to be able to analyze the game to know why it's not for you. You can just say like, it doesn't really vibe with me. But you can't... I don't think you can expect people to care about your opinion if you're putting it online and you just say, it's not for me. If you're just by yourself and you're like, I don't know why, I don't want to like spend any time analyzing it, but like the vibes are off, I don't really like it, that's fine. But like if you're in the space I am and you're making a video about it or whatever, and you're like, this game is good or this game is bad, if I was to make a video and I say, this game's not for me, that does nobody any good. It doesn't do me any good because I haven't actually spent any time thinking about it, and it doesn't do anyone else any good because they can't... They're like, well, he doesn't like it, but would I like it? Like, they don't get anything from that. So, and the whole it's not for me bit, in the context of you are doing an essay or you're like, you know, you're trying to explain your likes and your preferences and your dislikes and whatever to somebody, is kind of, I don't want to say useless because that's harsh, but I think it's a premature or like an underbaked way of like thinking about things. Kimchi and Punchy Pink up next. I think if you're able to do a little bit of analysis and not just like sit there with a pen and paper, but like, you know, take notes mentally of like what worked and what didn't, and then you can kind of come up with a profile for like what does and doesn't work for you. You're like, I think the graphics on this are like really atrocious and it's kind of throwing me off. It's not for me. I get why someone else might like it if they can see past it, but not for me. For example, no voice acting. I know, that one isn't good. Yeah. It's not for me, those I can't afford it. I would assume no one would say it's not for me without identifying why. That's everywhere, dude. There's so much like, let people enjoy things. If it's not for you, don't say anything. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, no, you're allowed to say if something's bad. And if someone gets offended by it, they are weak. And I don't know. You get to tell them to shut the fuck up. You're allowed to disagree on stuff. You're allowed to say you don't like something. Snorlax was the king of Gen 2. He was. It was Snorlax and the electric types. And then everyone else was fighting for scraps. My only real minor gripe is the lack of access to dark types until Kanto, since it was one of the new types at the time, so you think they would want to highlight it more. They highlight it really hard in Kanto, though. And then it being a special type, when every one of the dark types they introduced wants to focus on attack. You know, these are like mechanical issues, but they're not, I don't think they make the game better or worse. Say for Houndour, you couldn't get Houndour until Celadon City. Yeah, Houndour and Murkrow are only available at Celadon City. Sneasel's only available after you go to Mount Silver. Okay. I didn't start a prediction here. Yeah, predictions live. My bad. I thought I did. I've never once said it's not for me without examining what it does better and how it appeals to someone else. Might be too hermitist to be exposed to people who just deflect with it. Oh no, yeah, you absolutely are. It happens all the time. I'm not straw manning. I'm not like making up a guy to get mad at. This shit happens all the time. It's because a lot of people say it because they are afraid that, and rightfully so, that people are going to get mad at them for saying they don't like a piece of media that someone else likes. Perfect example. Sonic Adventure sucks ass. I hate Sonic Adventure. I don't like Sonic Adventure 2. Chow Garden is like the only saving grace. What fucking atrocious games, man. Like, yeah, it's like Teen Titans. Now Sonic 06. That's a real man's game. That's a game you can set your watch to. 83% on Punchy Pink. But you guys are normal, right? Sonic fans are coming for me, you know. So I gotta say, you know, Sonic Adventure, I get why people like it. Not for me. I do get why people like Sonic 06. I still think it's a shit-ass game. Shit from a butt. But I get why people like it. It makes sense to me. It's got vibes. And people like vibes. It just does not have gameplay. And people sometimes are willing to overlook gameplay if the vibes are good enough. I do love some bad games like Sonic Advance 1. Yeah, exactly. 100%. And I can think of Digimon World 2. I love Digimon World 2. Kind of a shitty game in a lot of aspects. And every time someone's like, this game sucks, I have to like be like, oh, yeah, it does. It does. But it's sick. It sucks, but it's awesome. Have I tried playing a VPET device? No. Really bad game, but it's goated? Yeah. That's my Sonic Adventure 1. Punchy Pink takes it. Okay, I'm talking about stuff too much. What's the score here? This is like the second last match. We're having fun. We're talking about a lot of cool stuff. I.e. getting mad on the internet, but I literally don't know what. Okay, 2-1 in favor of Bunny. Thank you. Thank you, Carlo. All right, we're on our last match. We're not finishing right now. We're gonna play a little bit more, but Groovatron and Serpio, our last match. Forbidden Memories, perfect example of a game that is kind of cool and like almost not actually a game. And like in the purest sense of that. Not even like they made some weird choices. It's like they don't know how to make a card game. Like it doesn't work as a card game at all. It's really insane. But it's sick. And a lot of that is the music. And the little polygon battles you can do are kind of neat. There's a lot of like things that keep it awake, right? They keep it from like falling into like the depths, but it's not a good game. And that's fine, man. It's okay. Some games suck and you can still like them. And you can argue with me and say it is a good game, and here's why. But my point is, me saying it's a bad game is so often taken as a personal attack. There are people who I think Monster Rancher 2 is a fantastic game. I think it nails everything it went out to do. I don't really have any qualms about it. There's nothing except for the music that I think it could like really improve on in a demonstrable way. Other people don't like the game. They say it's bad. I know people who think the game is bad and they're like, it's bad, but I like it. I like the way this sucks. I'm not in that group. I think it's a fantastic game and I love it. But, you know, 94% on Serpio. And also, just being completely honest, and I'm sorry, like, this shouldn't be offensive, because I think most of you kind of feel the same way. I truly just don't give a shit about what most people, especially people who, like, self-identify as gamers, like, I don't really care about their opinions at all. I don't think they're worth listening to. You're allowed to self-identify as a gamer, but if I see you say some shit head-ass on social media, and I check your profile and it says you're a gamer, I'm, you know, you've already lost. I often have to recommend things to my friends like, this is a 2-star thing, it's amazing, try it, and this is a 5-star game and it's boring and I hate it. Yeah. Like, the example we were talking about. Hey, Flash, thank you. Very kind of you. Appreciate you supporting the channel. But yeah, like, the God of War, the new God of War, really don't like the game. Super boring to me, super tedious. I don't really like the writing. I know people are like, oh, the narrative's so strong and this and that. I don't think it's that good. I think it's classic video game. This would make an okay B-movie plot, but because it's within a video game, it serves its purpose, and it's like maybe not, you know, it wouldn't make a good movie, but it's good enough for the video game. It's just, I don't like it, but you know, it did exactly what it set out to do. Visuals are very strong. The gameplay itself is like, you know, it's competent. For people who want that type of action character gameplay, it does it really, really well. But I think it's obnoxious and boring. Monster Hunter Stories 2 is an awesome modern monster collector. I haven't played the Monster Hunter Stories games. Okay, so that's the tournament for tonight. Let's take a look and see how people did. The only two monsters tonight that went 3-0 are Freya's. So congratulations to Freya. We got Lil Bugger, Tsukiko, Charybdis, Punchy Pink, Async, Serpio, Kimchi. Oh no, sorry, Serpio at 2-1. We got Kimchi, Groovatron, Jamlord, Combo Boy, Sir Static, and Shiluxo. 1 and 2. And then we got October and Sensui. We had a bad night, but it's okay. It's no probalo. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to stretch my legs, and we'll be back, and we'll be playing some Pokemon Auto Chess, BRB. Hey, welcome back, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? We just had a fun little Monster Rancher tournament. We're gonna play some Pokemon Auto Chess now. My hair is real goofy, dude. My hair is like at a weird stage where I can't really part it either way. I'm gonna have to start doing like the JTT middle part because it just doesn't want to fall on either side. Why is this like? Look at this like freaking floof of hair. Why is it doing this? It won't go here. Won't go the other way. I don't know. Kind of looks okay there. Whatever. It's flat. I'm going to bed soon, so. We got some Pokemon Auto Chess. Is it, okay, it is working. Let me, update my stream. So, you know, Twitch doesn't get mad at me. Viewer lobbies are just ranked games? Ranked games, but you guys can hop in. We could do viewer lobbies if we have enough. I just don't know if we have enough. How's Pokemon Auto Chess now? It's goofy. A couple of synergies are really, really broken, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I also don't take it like extremely seriously. Let's do while we're waiting, let's just do one. And then we will we'll go from there. Last time I played was like a year ago and it started popping off and the site wouldn't ever load. Oh, it's way better for that. Tyrant Zap, look at that. It's him. It's really funny how striated the like skill level in this game is. Because I keep getting up to like 1200 and then I'm playing against guys that are just fucking wrecking my shit. And I just fall and I fall and I fall and I'm back at 1100. And then, you know, I do okay. Like, depends. And then I get back up to 1200 and I just like 8th place, 8th place, 8th place. And it's like, fuck, man. Just getting bodied. I'm not the highest. Someone's actually at 1199. Don't think you know this game? Well, we'll explain it. So Pokemon Auto Chess is you collect Pokemon and you put them on the field, and then a timer times down, and then once it gets to 0, you gotta fight a random opponent. And then you fight the Pokemon that they decided to choose for the field. And then if you match types and stuff like that, you get bonuses. Okay, let's turn the music up. Okay, I'm not gonna get what I want. Can't always get what you want, baby. But we got maybe get some artificial Pokemon. Yeah, it's like Teamfight Tactics. Okay, that's really good. So we have Steel Synergy already. Steel is cool. 33% of attack is true damage. So I can just ignore 33% of their defense. 1200 was your peak? I think the highest I hit... I don't actually know. Since I started playing again, it's definitely not... I don't think I've hit much higher than 12. Oh, F that. It's fun, though. It's with Pokemons. The thing is, unlike Teamfight Tactics, there's not like 12 characters. There's... Look at how many steel... Look at how many steel types you can get. That's just for one type. And there's all the rocks, monster type, electric, artificial. Some are more rare than others, but it's pretty fun. So we're collecting some items. Never melt ice will help out. Doesn't help right now, but it will help later. We're gonna do a little rolling. Yeah, okay, there we go. So you collect 3 of the same guy, and it evolves. So now we got Clang instead of Kling Klang. What's everyone else running? Electric. It's just stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. Ground. Alright. So I got an item that gives me more interest. When you have money saved up in the bank, you gain additional interest every turn. Mostly just force either Rock Ground and Grass Fairy. Rock Ground's still really good. Steel's kind of broken right now, though. We're just gonna roll early. We'll catch up. We get Kling Klang off the hop. It might. You don't even normally want Kling Klang. That's fine though. All your picks are always sniping TFT, so never got above 8th place. Yeah, when you're trying to compete with other people running the same thing, it can be difficult. I'm not gonna win early, I don't think. I spent a lot of my resources early, trying to make sure I could get all the cheap units I need. Okay, what do I get out of this? Gives me Doll. Charm. Gives me Orb, I don't need that. What is this? We're gonna keep rolling super early. Kind of stupid, but... Okay. It's fine. Now we're gonna be extremely behind on Econ. And that's fine. We'll catch up eventually. Just get lucky or easy? Yeah. Works like the old amulet and caps your interest at 40. No, it literally does not. You should read what it does. It sets your cap to 60. Never mind, I'm stupid. Okay. A revive could be pretty good. Put a revive on him. And we're just letting things go. I'm sweaty, man. Look at that. We're just chilling now. We just got a couple of good units. We're hanging out. Whatever happens, happens. He's going for it too. He's got a lot of items on his boy. But it wasn't enough. Got that stank on you? I know. I didn't have anyone do more than 80 damage. It's so funny, man. Shell Bell, such a good item, just not for what I have right now. We're looking for magnets. Magnets is the item. He's running steel, but he did just lose there. Yeah, I'm already down 10 gold. Let's get him. Let's get him, boys. Let's get him, boys. This is actually really sick because he has a passive that every 2 seconds my team gets 1 speed. Speed affects movement speed, which isn't super important, but it also affects attack speed. And so because I have 2 of them, it's actually going up by 2 every turn. And so because you can see these 2 guys have 40, it's basically a 5% increase every turn, every second. Or every 2 seconds. It's a 5% increase. What else do I want? Glasses. Gives me ground synergy? Hell yeah, okay. So ground synergy changed a lot from what it used to be. But basically every turn they're going to dig a little they start in, the bigger the bonuses they get are. That might be worse than running 2 of this guy, but it's fine. We're chilling for now. It's forcing your position, yeah. So now they have, they've dug a little spot here. And then you get bonuses for, like, filling out a whole line fully dug. If they choose to eat cement, now they've gotten stronger. Exactly. Electric could be interesting, too, because I could get light. Light puts a spot on the field. And then if your mon is standing in that spot, they get bonuses. You're going to go over here. Gyarados has a big hyper beam attack, or what is it? A hydro pump, but it does damage in a line. I would much like my guys to not be in the same line that he's going to fire his special attack through. Yeah. Alright, I'm not really getting the items I want. This is kind of tough. Okay, what am I looking for? Klefki would be good. Klefki would be really strong right now on this team. Much more balanced than just getting ridiculous stat gains. Yeah, 100%. Iron Thorn's pretty good. We'll go with Iron Thorns. So maybe I need, I don't know, man. Put him in the hole. And then Rock gives big bonuses to defense, which is nice. I have all of these components, but I don't have the items I want to make with them. You got Pachirisu. I see, and Pachirisu is really good, though. Oh. Yeah, I think Pachirisu could win this. Oh! Magneton too good. He didn't even do the most damage. I don't know. I think Claydol is okay. Another... Man. This is better, unfortunately. I don't want to get rid of my Max Revive Laren. Taking a gamble, going electric 7. I stack as many cell batteries as I can. Okay, to translate your Pokemon for several stages to improve their stats. Okay, we know what we're doing now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have some opportunities here. Got 3 electric. 100 max HP, plus 10 attack, plus 30 ability power. Here's what we do for that. I don't think we're gonna go Mareep. Okay. Much better team than what we had. I glance at Discord, just shared a quick lineup, fully meshed texture boy. Sick. I'll take a look in a bit. Wide lens is still +1 range. It's +2 range. Ooh, nose pass, pretty good. Oh, sick. He found 3 gold in the ditch. Love that for him. We're gonna give up some of this bonus. If we lose here, it's fine. We're still working on get more ground guys, I think. Yeah, I like this team. Team's pretty good right now. How much damage is Magneton doing? So much damage, man. Holy moly. Magneton too strong. Okay, if I can get Nose Pass out here, it's pretty good. It gives me 1 more rock, which will make Iron Thorn stronger. I'm going to put Ball Toy here, even though he's not going to do anything, just because it helps me fill out the line a little bit. Bonus items when you get bottom of a hole is such a fun gimmick. Yeah, that's really cool. The extra 3 gold, not too bad. It's just extra, like, I was doing it anyway. Do I want to go tankier, or do I want to give him the ability to crit on his... I don't think we do that. That seems like kind of crazy. Wide lens, there's a lot of mons that you can use wide lens with, so I think we're going to chill there. Okay, let's get Nose Pass in. Basically, everyone that surrounds Nose Pass gets Protect, which is they don't take any damage for 2 seconds. They also can't get any MP, though. So it's only going to affect Iron Thorns, but... Okay. Oh, damn, dude. Let's go, Iron Thorns. Okay, so... I didn't even see the attack animation. He just died. Okay, so now we got a huge Clang. So what this means is we're in a pretty good shape. We're in a pretty good spot, I should say, to try to get 3 more Clinks. So we're just rolling. Can't get any more, eh? I'm rolling down to 50. Okay, that's good. I got 1 more Clink. Or I need 3 more Clinks, sorry. But then I'm in a really good spot. Alright, I got smoked. That's fine. Fairy teams are interesting. Okay, magnet, the last one I want. Okay, so two things I could do here. A rock gem, sick. I'm gonna roll till 50 again. Okay, I'm kind of getting a lot of stuff regardless. I think we're gonna do this. I'm gonna sell him so I can put new items on him. And we're gonna do this. There we go. Now we got a Golurk. We're doing big damage. 500 damage on my boy, hell yeah. Clang gang. Clang gang. Getting double 8 out will be good. We need one more. Okay, sick. This would give me 4 steel, 5 artificial, 2 ghost. That's not bad. Might actually be better than this. Holy moly. Yeah, we're doing damage now, folks. 700 damage, holy. Oh my god. So now I gotta think, what do I want for my next? Everybody's at level 7 except for me and one other guy. We can start building up to Kling Klang again. He's got Kling Klang. Got decent itemization on it, but we did beat him last time. Who else has like a big boy? You got a big Geodude. Big Swablu. Nobody big Horsey. Big Gabite. That could be interesting later on. Okay, this is what we're going for, obviously. It's right there, and it's going to be lined up perfectly with us. Beautiful. Okay, so we can get a ground unit. There's a lot of good ground units. A lot of good artificial stuff. Mewtwo, if we could get another. Genesect is the answer, though. Okay, so this gives me experience share. Experience share here is okay. Reaper Cloth. I don't know who to use that on. This is good for him. I think we do this. Okay. Oh my god. So much damage coming out on the Zekrom. Zekrom's so strong, man. That was pretty close, though. Okay, I don't think they're actually getting any bonuses from not digging the whole thing, though, so I think we chill. Another ground type. Or a bug. Ground bug? We get, what's his name? Trapinch? Trapinch should be pretty good. I'm only level 7, too. So I can get Nose Pass and Trapinch, or... I don't know, there's a lot of stuff I can do. Ah, got it. Okay, so who do I give this to? Genesect would be okay, but I don't think that's the idea. I think the idea is give it to... Iron Thorns. Okay, well, before we do that, let's get to level 8, and then I can worry about it. But yeah, just throwing a Trapinch out there would be huge for me. I'd get a second Genesect. Is this Mystery Dungeon? This is Pokemon Auto Chess. Wanted that Soul Dew? Unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you. Stack Attacka, a big defensive boy. Let's just kill everything. Okay. Big Magnezone. Oops, I went too far. Here's the idea, though. I want to sell him because he's big. He does a lot of damage. Okay, with Delibird going down that quickly, or whatever his name is, a pretty good spot. Ooh, the big lock. You two too strong. Okay, I have ideas. Mystery Dungeon for nerds? Yeah, kinda. I would really like a Trapinch, though. That's with the big mechanic? Oh, you just send someone away for a couple of fights to train with Makihita, or, you know, there's different trainers that increase your stats by different amounts, but he has 100 extra HP, plus 10 attack. Okay, like Ability Shield is probably the pick here. Trapinch. Sick. Okay, I have an idea. Sorry, brother. So now we have this little Clink. Doesn't look like he's doing anything. But now he's ultra buffed because he got the same attack as Genesect because of this experience share. Yes, brother. The play worked. The play worked. Okay. I don't know if I survive the next fight. What do I want to go with here? Another steal just for the sake of having another steal? No. There's nothing I can add one Pokemon to like give me another synergy. But I do think we can do this. And this will help. Cool. How's Zaf doing? Pretty good. Look at how many batteries he's got. He's gonna go so big in one turn. That's sick. He's still in it. He's definitely still in it. Can we get, I guess. We'll pick up the Ditto next. Big Seadra pretty spooky, but I think we got some firepower. Nose Pass just can't survive long enough to do. It's kind of funny. He's tanky, but how tanky is he? Not tanky enough. All right, Zaf, me and you, time to use all those batteries. Comes down to this. How many batteries does he have? 6? He's gonna be able to give something a shit ton of speed. Okay. Pretty good. Okay. Look at this. They're so jacked. They're the most jacked anyone's ever been. It's crazy. Little last minute positioning. It's just too much. GG's. Very close. Kind of a hodgepodge team. Everything kind of worked out though. Plus 10 elo for second place. Pretty good. I'll take the plus 10 elo for that. This guy stole all my freaking clangs. Swolerk for sure. Yeah. He would tanked a lot, man. It's just not enough. Okay. Oh, what time is it? 11 o'clock? I can play one more, and then I'm going to go to bed. Gotta get up pretty early tomorrow. One time for another. Yeah, GG's. It was fun. Realistically, I shouldn't even play another. I should just go to bed, but it's a fun game. All right, what do we got? A runner named Runner. No. If this takes more than like 2 minutes, I think we're just gonna call it. I'm too sleepy, man. Yeah, let's just call it. Anyway. Clicked the wrong thing there. Thank you guys. I appreciate you hanging out. We played some Monster Rancher. We had a fun tournament. We played some Pokemon Auto Chess. It was fun. We got second, and, you know, Zaf won, so that's cool. Let's find someone to raid, and then I can go to sleep. Because I can feel myself getting sick, and I got to get up in approximately 7 hours, so, you know, not necessarily conducive with having a good day tomorrow. We are gonna raid. I was talking about this earlier. We're gonna raid Johnny Boy, who I kept accidentally resubbing to. Oh man. So when I go in, I can get to be like, oh, it's your 3-month sub anniversary. I haven't been subbed to him in like 2 months. It's so funny. Okay. Thanks, folks. I will see you tomorrow if I can't get home in time for sparring. And what about Thursday? Thursday I can't. Thursday I am. No, Thursday. We'll be streaming Thursday. At least Thursday. Maybe tomorrow if, you know, it works out that way. So thank you. Have a good night. And I'll see you a little bit later this week. Bye-bye.
There's that warlock-looking grandma with the big mouth.
Now all of China.
Oosebones, thanks for the raid. What were you doing today, gamer? Welcome in. We are playing Remnant for the first time, at least I am.
Bones on bike.
Hey, it's that statue again.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the sub, Oosebones. Appreciate it. Oh shoot, that's you. I'm sorry.
Me. What the? I was like,
we don't have
dude?
like health bars over people's names. I get confused sometimes. You look like a monster. Monster Rancher tournament. What? You do? Skulking around these ruins.
Right, well, I might as well not pick up this purple I found then. Just let you suck.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just pick it up myself.
Monster Rancher Tournament.
New melee weapon. Ornate flail. More
Pretty
damage.
good.
Say no more.
Flailing around.
Yes.
Pokemon Auto Chess. I've never heard of that. What is that?
Oh, auto chess is like Team Fight Tactics or Dota auto chess.
Well, I'm aware of the genre. I've just never heard of Pokemon.
I assume there's a Pokemon version that somebody made.
I've heard the term Pokemon Auto Chess before. I've never seen it or played it.
Hello, Ammo?
Rubber base,
Ammo, are you in
yeah.
this room? Ammunition. Damn.
Like 400 units and it's so goofy, my brain would melt. I'm lucky I remember like all the ones from up to Gen 3. Sapphire Dreamstone!
What does this do? Critical hits reduce skill cooldown by 4%. Can only happen